Okay, there's a few things that are coming through today. You don't need to write if you want to. I can share
Okay.
the video with you
Okay,
private.
great.
I
Great.
can.
It's because it's recorded. Yeah. Okay. Great.
I'm getting two or three immediate things here. First of all, I'm getting something about somebody being artistic. So I'm not quite sure who they are.
Autistic?
Artistic,
Oh,
art,
art. Art. Okay.
artistic. So I'm getting the feeling that it's somebody either on the other side or there's a reference here to somebody here who is artistic. Okay.
Okay.
Second of all, I'm not quite sure who it is on the other side yet, but the first feeling I got is suddenly I felt very nauseous, like I wanted to throw up. So I get the feeling that this was probably part of the treatment, maybe chemo, maybe something related to that.
Okay.
With feeling very nauseous. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So do we understand both points? Do they sit with you?
Um, they could. They could.
Do we have a sister or a sister-in-law in spirit? Someone who's at the sister level, or possibly a friend that's like a sister to you, someone who's close.
Yeah, no, no. Not that I can think of.
Who is this lady here who's full from bosom lady? She's a bosom lady. She's full, and I feel that this is the related to her, this feeling of nausea.
Mm. Not someone that's passed recently or
Do we know somebody here who's like that?
that and you're saying like a bigger lady?
Yes.
Yes. Um, but doesn't the nauseousness doesn't fit her.
Okay, one second.
Okay.
Did she lose somebody to cancer? Did she lose her mom or someone to cancer?
No, I don't think well, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Someone was that was like a mother figure to her.
Okay, there you go.
Is that kind of the link? Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So sometimes they do this, by the way. They'll find an opportunity to link and they'll
Uh-huh.
go. So forgive me, I have no control over who comes through.
Right.
Are you close with this lady, the
Ye-
big lady? Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Very close. Very close.
Would you kindly let her know that she's got a bunch of roses from this lady on the other side,
Okay.
indicating like love and respect?
Uh-huh.
This is important for her to be appreciated this way.
Okay.
Absolutely. Look, the hair
Yes.
stand up all over.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely vital for her to feel appreciated this way. Because this lady, I feel perhaps the opportunity never came up for her to feel or to express how much she appreciated something she did. So
Okay.
whether she cared for this woman or she, was there for her, but it's
Mhm.
quite substantial.
Okay. I will let her know.
One of these two are is the artistic one.
I really didn't know the other one that well.
Okay,
Yeah.
please relay this message to her as well about someone being artistic. I
I
feel
should
this is all condensed and related to the
to
lady.
her. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I've got a gentleman here. He's an older gentleman above you. And the feeling I'm getting from him is I didn't know whether I'm going. I didn't know whether I'm coming, like I'm confused. So whoever this gentleman is, it feels like there was an onset of something to do with the cognition in the end. So they're confused. This is a recreation. You understand who this is?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your dad?
My husband.
Your husband. Okay. Was he older than you?
He was he was younger than me.
Why does he appear older than you?
Well, everybody said he looked older than me. So I don't know if that's here on Earth. What else do you get from him?
Tammy, did he have something with the cognition in the end?
Yeah, he was a terrible alcoholic. Mhm.
The closest way I can describe this is I'm on a merry-go-round. We don't know where it's going to stop. I feel this gentleman's life is a merry-go-round.
Mhm.
We're going in circles. We don't know exactly as he put it. Didn't know whether he was going or coming. Didn't know what's going on.
That's how I would describe him.
He's showing me a whirlwind. So I'm getting this as the whirlwind sort of relationship. We're unsettled. And this is quite a contrast from the person that you are, because
Yes.
you want stability, you want to be rooted somewhere. You're looking for security and stability. But with him, he's showing me a clock and he's saying from 1 hour to the next, things are different with him. From 1 hour to the next, things are, you know, there's
Mhm.
no consistency here. He's showing me the hand raised. This indicates to me that there's a physical aspect as well. I feel at some point he probably was physical with you or physical with someone. I feel that there's a physical aspect to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
You didn't know where to stand with him, even emotionally, because 1 minute you can see him crying tears,
Mhm.
and yet you don't feel safe enough or comfortable enough to link with him and support him because he could lash out on the other hand. And there's something about failing, something about him failing.
Mhm.
This all stems from, forgive my French here, I'm going to use the word because he's insisting that I use it. And whatever happened to this man later, as far as he's concerned, it all started from bullshit. So basically, it started from something that shouldn't have developed to that sort of level. I think you understand better what's going on here. I don't. I'm just so
Mhm.
so as far as he's concerned, perhaps situation could have been salvaged, but it was ignored. He ignored.
Mhm.
Oh, he's showing me like this, the arrogance. There's an arrogance about him. An arrogance.
Mhm.
This isn't confidence, this is arrogance. He's pointing to, to. So I'm taking it. Do you have 2 kids from him?
We we never had kids together, but we each had 2 sets of children.
Okay. Did you'll have to forgive me if I'm getting personal here. Did you at some point feel that he's a liability?
And I use those words exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
if only I could sort of portray exactly how I'm seeing him here.
Mhm.
He's like taking it on board. It's something he wouldn't have done when he was here. Possibly when here, he wouldn't want to hear that. But on the other side, he's learned to listen. He's heard to take things on board and to listen. He goes back to what he said earlier, using the word intuition. Should have listened to you, should have listened to you. He ignored you, he didn't listen to you.
Mhm.
And things went from bad to worse very quickly by just ignoring you.
Yep.
You need to understand, Tammy, that it wasn't as personal. I'm not saying that it wasn't personal, okay? You, I'll get to this point because I'm excited about the second point. There was a fogginess about him, a fogginess where he couldn't see clearly. He couldn't.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And going to the first point, where it's a bit personal, you represented someone to him, someone, or reminded him of something. There was a trigger. You couldn't put your finger on it. Like, why? What is it about me that irks this guy? What is it? Do you really like me? What is it? Do you love me? And you couldn't ever put your finger on it. And he's acknowledging this. I'm feeling, yeah, he's acknowledging that this is a sensitive issue here, that it wasn't all about you. There's the past, his mom, his dad. I get a lot about the mom here. I feel something to do with the mom, something to do with the female. There was this thing about the female. So you represented something that triggers in him. Not that you're responsible, by the way. He made his own decisions.
Yes, I can understand that. I can understand that. Yes.
I'm seeing you and him in a sort of an office, let's say a therapist or a counselor or some sort. Did you guys go and get help or something?
Yeah, a couple times, yeah.
Yeah. But again, arrogance kicks in. It didn't work. It didn't work for him. It
Mm.
didn't work.
No.
They're going the wrong direction. Bless him. Yeah, you know what's hard here? Tammy, what's hard here is that we're dealing with somebody that you love. He's a lovable man. He's a good man, but he's
Mhm.
lost his way. And this makes it even harder because you don't know what to do with him. Kiss him or kill him.
I think I thought that a couple times.
Yeah, I don't blame you because no one wants to be in a ship without a captain.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a coward. He says this about himself. I was a coward. You knew him. You knew him for who he was. I'm seeing like the wool before the eyes. He couldn't pass the wool before the eyes. Is that what they say? Is that the saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he couldn't lie to you. He couldn't pretend. Did he come from a strict background?
Um, well, yes and no. His family was a strong Catholic family. Um, but then, I mean, I don't feel like their accountability or their way of life was very Christianly. So,
I understand.
yeah.
Uh, I do feel that something, I don't know what it is. I keep getting drawn to the mother. Either she didn't give him the emotions or the love, or she wasn't there. Something about the mother here. He's showing me a horse. A horse. He's showing me a horse. And
Don't know what that would be.
bear with me. Sometimes they throw symbolic things. Let's see if we can make horse galloping free. Horse galloping free. Beauty free. Beauty galloping. That's you. You you wanted to be free of this relationship, but you're trapped.
Uh-huh.
You had it. Your heart was taking you to go away, be free,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
couldn't go for some reason.
Mhm.
And I know what's the reason. He knows now. He knows
Good.
to appreciate you, to value you. He was the reason, because you're a very loyal woman. You could have gone and been free, but no, you wanted to stick it out with him because you live by principle. And he couldn't see it. He didn't appreciate it. Horse galloping free. I was wondering what's with the horse because he was like caressing the horse.
Oh,
Now I get it.
well, we went to the Outer Banks where they have the wild horses that run free,
On
and
this,
we did that together, so maybe he's referring to that. Yeah.
that he's using that. That's a double whammy here. Sometimes they do that, by the way. Was there water there? Was it a seashore? Where was this?
Yes. Uh-huh. It was a seashore. Yep.
Okay. You see that? That's again, he's showing me a lighter here. So this sparks, a little flame comes up, a romantic setting, the horses, the sea, and everything. And it's absolutely beautiful. But yet again, it cuts short. Cuts
Yeah.
short. He has a choice language, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be sharing this with you or not, but go on. Okay, well, I'll share it with you. Um, his relationship to drink, he likens it to someone, and I'm not saying him. He's saying it's like someone having a relationship with a whore. On the one hand, you need it. On the one hand, you curse it. So he had this love-hate relationship, and it was a very deep and dark sort of relationship. On the one hand, he knows that this is his poison, and on the other hand, this was his salvation. We're caught in a catch-22 here.
Uh-huh.
He had to drink. There was a wishful end of life here as well, Tammy. An underlying thing, and I think you know this very well, or you felt it. He wanted to drink himself to oblivion. He wanted to, stop life. Why is he showing me a gun, a handgun? Was he in the armed forces? Was he in the military? Um,
No.
did he try to commit suicide?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are you sure you don't have a gun of his? Are you sure he doesn't have a gun?
No, I know he has guns.
He has guns. Okay.
Yeah, but at the end we weren't together, so I don't know.
Okay. I think he may have contemplated the use of the gun. It's a revolver, in fact. I'll be more specific,
A
but
revolver.
a revolver.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a gun person, so I don't know what they look like or what he had. I know he had a couple handguns and some
Yeah.
rifles.
Why is he showing me he's pointing to his leg? What happened to his leg? Was there a problem with one of his legs?
Mm, not that I'm aware of.
Was he limping, gimping, or something? Because I'm getting there's something with his leg here.
Okay, not when we were together, so I don't know.
Possibly later. Is it possible for you to check on this?
Yes.
Please do. I'd be interested as well.
Okay.
Again, we go with the paradox. You were caught in the paradox very sadly because, again, we go with the damn if you do, damn if you don't. And the reference of you leaving is made in such a manner where it was the hardest thing and yet the easiest thing for you. It's a
hmm
bit of both,
hmm
you
Yep.
know, but
Yep.
you had to like shut things off
Mhm.
and just do what you had to do. That's it. You
Yes,
had to shut it off.
I had to. Yeah.
Yeah, because his effect was emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. But I must stress the point about mental because
Uh-huh.
I feel it's like your mind couldn't stop linking with him, couldn't stop thinking of him or linking with him. So there was a lot of effort to go into actually shutting it off, Tammy.
I worked for years to do it. Yes.
Your heart, well done.
Yes.
And I'm getting a clap from him here. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Deep down, he's a friend. This is what disappoints you the most.
Mhm.
I never realized how, for a woman, for a female, it's extremely important not to lose respect for their partner or loved one,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
especially when we start off as friends. Because once we lose the respect, the friendship is compromised.
Yeah.
And this is what happened here. The essence of the relationship was compromised. It's not the other stuff. You could put up with it,
hmm
but the essence, trust, the word trust flashed in front of me. Trust, which is to you extremely important.
hmm
And when there is that trust compromised, there's no reason for me to stay anymore.
Yep. Yep.
Was he found one day on a pavement on a was he found drunk on a pavement or had he collapsed on a pavement or
Yep.
I'm sorry, Tammy. Tell her everything I'm doing here is related to her, is because of her. So everything that he's going through on the other side, the healing he's going through, is directly related to you. You really affected him.
Good.
Okay, the man has conscience.
Now he does. Now he does.
Tammy,
That's
I
good.
didn't feel
That's
that
good.
he's a bad person, but I felt that this guy has lost his way.
Yeah.
Was there another female?
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is quite typically the stereotype of a man very easily swayed by the devil, basically dangling a carrot,
Yep.
and he's weak.
Very weak.
appreciate what you have. Personal advice to me, which is absolutely relevant to me right now in my life at this stage.
Mhm.
Appreciate what you have. Was there a fight in a car? I'm seeing him driving, or you possibly driving, and there's like a big quarrel, like shouting, fighting occurring in a car.
Like we're together?
Yes.
Oh, there could have been.
Did he flare up easily, Tammy?
No, not really. No.
Well, then this explains that this is not symbolic. This is actually something that occurred.
Okay. I mean, we could have had an argument in a car.
Well, I think, were you on the way back from the therapist and supposedly you've worked through things and you end up having a big fight?
I would have to think about it because I mean, a lot went on. So,
Okay.
and I've kind of blocked it all out.
Okay. Bless you. Well, I don't blame you. So we'll keep this for when you go through the video again. Again,
Okay.
make note of it, yeah?
Okay.
Because I feel it is significant.
The fight was significant.
Yeah.
What does he feel about it? What makes it significant, do you think?
I think it tallies with for instance, going to the therapist, coming out of there, and rather than bonding somehow, rather than finding the common ground to work on something, it goes the opposite way because of him, because of whatever it is, the attitude, the arrogance, and we end up having a big fight, which makes things even worse. It could have been possibly the second time you guys went, and that's it. Don't want to know, don't want to go.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you, and this could be symbolic, but I'm seeing you like visiting, for instance, his grave here and putting flowers. So, what I'm getting here, I think you still honor his memory, despite all of this nonsense that occurred, all of the pain and everything else. You
Yeah.
honor his memory.
Absolutely. Mhm. He was a good man. Yeah.
This had made him very emotional, by the way. This has made him, this thing that we just discussed here has made him very emotional because now he sees from the other side the true value of the person he was with. I was taken by her smile, was taken by her smile, was taken by her smile. So, this is what he liked about you, the bubbly smile. I was in my head, I repeated, forgive me, sometimes they say things, they make me laugh. So, in my head, I was saying, we live and learn. And he said, we die and learn. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now I know why. Uh, I think once upon a time he may have seen someone like me as a quack,
Uh,
and that's why he didn't come through the first time when we scheduled. I could feel that someone was there, but it was blocked. And he was basically just trying to suss me out, just trying to see what I'm made of, who I am.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because as far as he's concerned, this is nonsense, all of it. But he just wanted to link, but now he knows that he should have linked with me, that he should link with me.
That I was right.
Always right. Always right. You were right about him, not your husband, but about someone. He says him, you were right about him. So either a partner or a friend or something, someone where you may have advised him, and again, doesn't listen. So you're right
Mhm.
about him. You're right about a whole bunch of things. To move, not to move. Was there something about moving? And when,
Mhm.
yeah, and you were possibly saying, no, let's not move, let's avoid this or something. And again, doesn't listen.
Yeah.
You said you separated later,
Yeah.
but you still wear the ring.
No.
Why is he showing me the ring? Did you retain the ring or something? What's going on with the ring?
Mm. I keep the wedding band.
Yeah, that is that what? Oh, what is the wedding band? Is that the ring you mean?
Yeah. But I don't wear it. But I've
Okay,
retained it. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you have it,
Mhm.
and you have it to honor him, to honor the wedding,
Mhm.
because you're not the type of person to just melt it away. No, you keep it because you honor this relationship.
Mhm.
There's a sense of humor here. He's trying to crack a joke. I feel like his jokes are a bit lame, but I'll share it with you. So maybe we should try again when you come over.
Yeah.
Funny enough that you, although you're not together, but I feel from what I'm getting from him, I feel you feel his energy somehow.
Mhm.
You know, I feel that he's linked to you. And I would say in a filtered way, none of the thorns, none of the rubbish associated, but the core of him. You feel the core of him. This is not alien to you. You actually feel him, you connect with him, and he's very much there with you and for you. Pick up the pieces, pick up the pieces. Don't know if something, if this is relevant to you or something broke to pieces, and I think it could be both even, but I feel that pick up the pieces, pick up the pieces. Did something break and you injured yourself?
My heart. My heart.
That's what it is. So pick
Yeah.
up the pieces.
Yeah. I can't. I don't. I don't feel like I can date anyone or yeah, I've been single for a while now, so don't I have no interest.
You do what your heart tells you,
Yeah.
okay? But I'm going to say something to you as a man here. I think you're a lovely lady. And if you ever wanted to be out there, I think someone deserving of you might come forward, okay? Starting to pull back. He's pulled back, but I have a message for you from my communicator. And um, he rarely like interferes or includes himself. But there's a significant message here for you. I feel that what the reference is to how you probably had envisioned your life is going to be. And the path has taken you through something else. This is all part of your growth. Very few people really achieve what they hoped to achieve. But it's not bad because this is about your soul growth, not your ego, not your
Right, right.
pride. This is about your soul. And I go back here to the fact that the way you've carried yourself through this very dark chapter that eventually changed to a light situation is really exemplary. So this is why he's linking with you. So you are on the right track, even though if you might not feel it, okay?
I feel it most of the time, but not always.
Well, when you don't, just remember this moment,
I
okay?
will. I will, thank you.
Yeah, because someone on the other side appreciates you for who you are.
Oh, that matters. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, let me just have a sip of water.
That's okay, I'll take a sip of coffee.
Tammy, it's been an honor and a pleasure for me to connect with you. Thank you for booking a session with me.
Uh-huh, thank you.
I think you deserve a big pat on your back, and you need to give that to yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please book yourself maybe in a spa or somewhere, a massage or something,
Okay, I'll do that.
because you deserve some good old-fashioned pampering. Okay?
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. I will follow up with an email. Oh, and before I go, any objections for me to using bits of this on social media?
Not at all, nope.
Okay, my dear. You have a blessed day, and I really pray that one day we meet again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye, Tammy. Love you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.